Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another episode of the SPFL Show. Can't wait.
One episode again.
Me as well. I'm so excited for this.
I feel like they just get better and better and better. Honestly,
I hate
all
him.
right, smug
you turn
boy.
up late, then you just right part. I hate him. I absolutely hate it. But anyway, as you can see, they've both already spoken. We've got our usual guest with us today. Thankfully, there's no Gogsy because I just couldn't handle him this weekend.
But Gogsy's probably watching, isn't he? Hi, Gogsy.
He's probably.
I will be here. Somehow the Wi-Fi is allowing him to watch it. Somehow.
Somehow. Barely. I just want to give a wee special mention, by the way, before we jump in it. David Bloof has already tipped 199 to the chat. We weren't even live, and he's tipping us. And he just says, all right, lads, how's everyone's week been?
It was going well up until yesterday, David.
It's gone well till Sunday.
Thanks for asking, mate.
Thanks David.
Really good day yesterday. Really good day yesterday.
So let's just introduce the guest. We have sharpdiv. He's my pal. Don't I like the all year? sharpdiv.
How we doing, lads? What's happening?
How you feeling, Div?
I'm feeling as good as I'm going to feel.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we're doing this on your channel, and hopefully there's some nice comments, you know. But I'm fully expecting some other comments in there as well. Because
I can imagine.
We've been giving it large, haven't we? Another week.
To be fair, the amount of views that we give,
exactly.
We've got to be big enough to take it.
Before we continue, right? In the previous weeks, I was only joking. I was completely joking, mate. So,
right. See all the things we said to you, we were actually just kidding.
I just love this. This is what I've been waiting for because I knew it was coming.
Ryan's here.
I knew it was coming.
How's things, Ryan?
I'm here. All right. Sunday, nice treat yesterday. Beautiful Sunday. But couldn't be happier right now. I mean, obviously, you're on in the best position, so it's just a wee change, isn't it? It's just a wee change. Usually, I'm the one getting.
You've changed, honestly. You've actually changed.
I've not changed. I'm a lovely person.
So there's so much to actually discuss. We've obviously got the Betfred Cup to discuss, and obviously the SPFL games because I think there was only 2 or 3 that was actually on this week because of the Betfred Cup. But before we get there, I just want to quickly say I think I'm speaking for everyone here, and we're obviously going to take a wee minute just to say our thoughts and prayers are with the Leicester chairman has lost his life, and obviously was it 3 or 4 other people?
It was 4 other people, I believe. Yeah. Obviously an absolute tragedy, football and tragedy. And I just send out like my best wishes to everybody involved. Leicester City Football Club. It's crazy, man. You don't expect something like that to happen. I just think the football world are mourning today.
I know, because we're obviously going to have a bit of banter back and forth with each other. We're going to rip the piss, but obviously there's some things more important than football, and that's obviously that man's changed so many lives. He gave so much to charity, and it's honestly just a sin. Not just him, but the 4 other people that lost their life in that as well. So our thoughts definitely go out to everyone involved with that. And lastly, Glenn Hoddle as well, one of the all-time great football players. Like my dad will go to his grave saying that he's just one of the best, most underrated players of all time. He's obviously fighting for his life just now as well. I think most people know Spurs are sort of my second team, like they're who I like to watch. And Glenn Hoddle is obviously just an absolute hero there. Phenomenal player. And as you were mentioning earlier, Div, he's actually responding a little bit well, but he's still in a tricky situation.
Yeah, he's still in a very serious situation right now. But from what I've read, he's responding well to treatment. So wish him a speedy recovery as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to go on. We're going to have the normal fun and everything like that, but we just wanted to take just a wee minute at the start of the podcast just to say we're obviously thinking of everyone that's been affected by this tragedy as well. Right, let's move on to maybe some of the football. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the do you want to start with the SPFL or the Betfred Cup?
I want to start with the SPFL, mate.
Yeah, let's start. Let's not even come up with no Betfred Cup show.
But you know, but what was it last week? You were again. No, it's fine. We'll leave it to when we come to the Betfred Cup games. It's fine. We'll just leave it to then.
Listen, Ryan, you're not the Betfred Show Cup, all right? It's the SPFL show. Okay.
And all the teams in the Betfred Cup are actually a part of the SPFL. So let's remember that.
Right, let's start off with the very first game. In fact, I'll let you pick as always, right? Div, we'll start with you. Which game, because there was only 3, would you like to start with? You've got obviously Hearts, Johnson and Kelly.
I'll start with the St Mirren game.
Okay, yeah.
I was expecting St Mirren to go to St Johnstone and give them a better game than they did, to be honest, because I thought that they surprised basically the full league with a performance versus Kilmarnock, in my opinion. From watching back the highlights, the amount of chances they created, which was obviously something that they struggled with. They were unlucky not to come away with something for that game. And to go to St Johnstone, who have been struggling, yes, they're coming off, an away win at Goggs' team.
But anybody can do that these days.
Exactly. Goggs even predicted, what was it, 4-1, 5-1?
That's what I was about to say. Goggs even predicted his own team to get pumped.
To get absolutely hammered.
Aye.
But St Johnstone done a number on them, missed 2 penalties, and still managed to win 2-0. So maybe this is St Johnstone starting to turn the corner, and St Mirren, you've got to worry for them now to be getting potentially hammered 4-0 off of St Johnstone.
Just before we pass up to you, Ryan, you look at St Johnstone, right? They were actually in so much good form until they came and played against Rangers. Mind, they were undefeated in the first game of the season. And then they go beat off Rangers and they absolutely catapulted, just getting hammered. Now, like you said, missing 2 penalties. A lot of people say, certain players can only take penalties, but penalties are quite hard to score. And to miss 2 in one game and still not concede 1 shot on target is just absolutely frightening. St Mirren, and I'm no disrespect to any St Mirren fans, but they're really bad. Like, really, they've showed nothing in this game.
They're in a poor way. I mean, you think when they brought in the new guy and they get a draw against Celtic in the first game. So it was
10-men Celtic as well.
I mean, you think to yourself, this could be a wee bit of a turning point here for St Mirren, and they're struggling, and it doesn't look as though it's going to change anytime soon. It makes you think, how long are they going to give this guy a check? Because this is his first kind of big job as well. I say big job, compared to his last team.
Obviously, it's still a job at the top flight.
So St Mirren are a good footballing club, man. I rate St Mirren a lot.
It does make you think, how long are they going to give him? How long are they going to give the next? Like, are they going to end up in one of the states where it's like 12 managers in the space of 12 months and they're right back in the Championship? There's a lot to sort out. It's a frightening state right now to be a St Mirren fan, quite simply put.
Yeah, because I remember when St Mirren first came into the league, obviously that was before Jack Ross ended up leaving to obviously go down south. There were so much expectations for this club because obviously they had a good talented manager. Everything was pointing up. Now, what they threw 2 managers already, they're obviously in the second one, and I've seen like some rumours. I don't know if there's anything behind them, but he could be already get replaced by January, so someone else can bring in their own signings. It's just like, come on.
I think that would be crazy if they did replace him, either trying to stay in the league. But let's not forget, Jack Ross took them up the leagues when they were expected to be in the relegation zones of the Championship, considering the budget that they had and the season that they had the previous season in the Championship. And also, let's not forget that they lost their best player to Celtic, and it doesn't look like they've replaced him.
No,
they're struggling to get goals. They're struggling to create, and I think that they might be struggling to stay in the top flight of Scotland as well.
Yeah, St Johnstone had 15 shots. St Mirren had 4, and I think St Johnstone had like 8 or 5 shots on target. St Mirren actually had 0 on target. It was an absolute domination, and St Mirren are really going to rival. That's probably the best result Dundee could have hoped for. You know what I mean? Just to see them playing even worse than somehow Dundee. It's absolutely frightening. So I've been interested. Is St Mirren is changing anyone's expectation? Div, you had them going down, didn't you? Am I right? Am I getting mixed up?
No, I can't really remember what I predicted, to be honest.
I remember St
Mirren, I did fancy to be there or thereabouts, especially with losing Morgan and Ross.
Yeah.
But after last week, I thought they'd maybe turned a corner, played very well versus Kilmarnock. But no, they've just been smashed off St Johnstone.
Absolutely destroyed. Moving on to the next game, and one of the games that really stood out to me because I was expecting Kelly to go against Hamilton, who just get pumped, and they actually dropped points for the first time in as many shows that we've actually done. We always praise Kilmarnock's grind, and we really thought this. We all talked last week that Kelly's game this week was going to be when they really show their attacking flair and show what they can do at home, because they've grinded a few results, they've had a few dodgy penalties, they've had dodgy decisions, but we looked at it and said Hamilton will be when Kilmarnock separates himself. But they ended up dropping points to Hamilton at home, which was mass. Again, we're going to talk about the Betfred Cup, but that was my shock of the weekend because I really thought Kelly was going to just blitz them senseless. Ryan, what was your thoughts on the game?
Well, there's one thing that I kind of want to talk about that doesn't really relate in too much of a sense, but it's been a big week for Hamilton in the sense that, have you seen the UEFA Youth League, how that team's there and there? That is,
yeah, they're sick.
It's really important for Martin Cannon to keep this team in the top flight, because they've got a massive future if they can keep all of these young guys who are doing well in the youth league. So to get a point against Kilmarnock, that's an incredibly positive result. because Hamilton, I always look at the team that are the kind of whipping boys of the league and end up just getting shagged week after week after week. But they went out against a team who are not easy to break down, they're not easy to get a result against, especially for the lower sides and even the top side. So, no, you know, it was a surprise, I agree in that. But at the end of the day, Hamilton, hats off to them. They managed to keep Kilmarnock out for scoring goals and they got themselves a result at the end. And at Rugby Park as well, it's a fantastic result to get.
Absolutely.
It was dead surprising to me that Hamilton were the team to take points off of Kilmarnock on this occasion. But at the same time, I kind of saw it coming.
Really?
Because I just thought Kilmarnock's performance had dipped and they were conceding goals. They were struggling against some teams and they were just kind of scraping past teams that I thought before the game they would handle. And I think it was Dundee? They went behind against Dundee. They managed to pull it back. It was Dundee, They went behind versus Dundee and then they managed to pull it back to make it 2-1. So I kind of saw it coming, but I never thought it'd have been Hamilton that dished them, like with that with taking points off of them. I thought it would maybe be, I don't know, Hibs, Hearts, Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, one of those teams.
Yeah.
But
No, the question is how does Kilmarnock pick up the here? Because a big game, obviously, midweek against
Rangers.
You know who.
So obviously, I'm happy that they lost points.
That obviously
I'm no one a team with confidence coming to Ibrox.
But at the end of the day, Stevie Clark will be more than up for going to Ibrox and getting a result now, getting back on track. I would be weary if I was Rangers.
It's at Ibrox, isn't it? Is it Ibrox?
Yeah, but it is at Ibrox.
Ibrox I am
at the end of the day, Rangers have been good at Ibrox this season. They should expect a win. But Kilmarnock, Stevie Clark is the kind of manager who will want to pick things right back up. And
he's good at that. He's done that whenever he's had a disappointing result. He's always bounced back.
Because everyone went so long last season. Sorry if I'm cutting you off. It went so long last season when he came in and they go, I seen that phase there. The results, and then when he slipped up, he got it right back together again. He's good at doing that. He's got a good track record for it.
Absolutely. He's one of these managers, just when you think like he's overachieving or anything like that, he just sort of stay grounded at the results. You think, right, this is when Kilmarnock will then like plummet, because everyone was waiting for that last season, but they didn't. I'm sure they will respond. One question, is Jordan Jones back for his suspension?
I believe he is. It was a 2-match suspension, so I think
he's missed the last 2.
Yeah, he'll start.
I believe. I know, that's what I was thinking. He's going to come off because he's been slaughtered now for 2 weeks now on the trot.
He's very good.
He's itching to go. So that is one thing we're obviously going to be talking later on about Rangers versus Kilmarnock during the prediction stage. But that makes me a wee bit nervous, I'm honest. But Ibrox, we'll talk about it later. So that game ended up drawn 1-1. So shout out to Hamilton, because everyone expected them to get pumped, apart from obviously Div. But good result for them. They certainly never probably was counting that on their calendar. You know what I mean? That's a point gained rather than 2 dropped.
Big point gained.
Moving on to the next game, because we're obviously going to be speaking about Hearts in another minute as well, but they won 3-0 versus Dundee. I think everyone sort of saw this coming. Can I just speak for everyone?
We definitely saw it coming.
Not the greatest start for what's his face? Jim
McIntyre. I know. It's been a horrible start, actually.
Two pumpings.
He's absolutely struggling to get 18 out of the players, isn't he?
I
don't know if you saw the penalty as well that Dundee had. Miller for Celtic hit it. He's absolutely scuffed his lines, kind of kicked it into the ground. And I was very surprised actually Kenny Miller never took that. He's no scored yet, so it was madness to me how he was letting a young guy hit it. Obviously, he must be the man down there, Miller. So, like Calvin Miller, the one for Celtic, he must be the man.
It's so
if he's
weird,
taking penalties off Kenny Miller. Everybody must get confused there because I completely forgot both of them were called Miller, and I was just like, Miller.
I didn't care who you're talking about. I'm like, which Miller are we talking about?
Kenny Miller and Calvin Miller for Celtic. So Calvin Miller from Celtic hit the penalty and stuffed his lines.
Fucked it.
And Kenny Miller let him hit it. So it was mad to me. But then Hearts, they just went on to absolutely tell them a new one, which everybody expected.
The thing about Kenny Miller, because it's funny, Sarah, because when I was watching the highlights in that back, when I seen the penalty was given, I was like, Kenny's going to score, isn't he? Kenny's going to score. And then I went, Kenny's got hair. I was like, what's this? What's going on here?
What year is it?
But what year is it? So it was an interesting one. Hearts, I thought that was a perfect sort of warm-up game to the weekend. I've seen some people maybe use it as an excuse of why they were so poor against Celtic. Maybe it's because of the but I've seen a couple of people, Hearts fans and that normally kind of tweet me nowadays, but they're normally pretty nice, saying, please talk about this. Do you think it played some part in the way their performance were kind of subdued? I'm sure we'll get into that, but I thought that performance versus Dundee, that looked like the Hearts that's been kind of tearing up the league. Naismith obviously getting another goal. Guy just continues to do it, and they just look solid. Hearts aren't going away anytime soon.
I know that's going to take something. I don't know who's going to be the one to do it. I don't know if it's going to be Celtic. I don't know if it's going to be even when Rangers beat them at Hibs, that might be a derby defeat. But when Rangers beat Hearts, you're thinking to yourself, right, maybe this is it. Maybe this is when Hearts' confidence goes doing like that. But no, they just picked it right back up and they kept going. Just as we spoke about there with Kilmarnock, but
the way they respond.
Craig Levein he's proven everybody wrong this season.
Regrets? No, it's laugh, isn't it? That's my favourite meme of all time.
Oh, jeez,
I love it. Yes, I got it in a video.
Well, will they be stopped?
I've been on the bucket list, that one.
I've been waiting.
Been waiting for that opportunity. See, every on 9 episodes, I've been like, slip me in there, mention him.
No, you got it this time.
Got it. So finally.
Thank me later.
No, absolutely not. So that was the sort of league games. Do you want to maybe do a goal of the week just for the SPFL? Or do you want to just...
I love it, CG. Aye,
you know what I'm trying to do here, eh?
Aye, of course I do. I'm game for that, mate.
So that way we then need to do a goal of the week for the Betfred Cup.
Why don't we just... No, I think we should stick to doing a goal of the week for just the entirety of the competitions at the end. Aye. Why not? Right, just do that.
What about the chat? The chat can agree. Do we do the goals of the week for the SPFL?
No, we did for the whole thing.
Combined.
We did for the whole thing.
We just did it for the full thing, eh?
Look at that. Look at that.
Right. Okay, now it's time. I know it's JP Prentice, who's a Hearts fan, says Rangers. Ryan's videos are shite.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree with him. I'm all up for that. I'm in agreement.
Right, let's turn to the Betfred Cup because I'm sure that's what every single person wants to actually talk about. Obviously, we had probably the. I just can't. We had obviously Rangers versus Aberdeen and Celtic versus Hearts. We all had predictions. It was all going to go a different way. But where should we start? Sharp Div, do you want to talk about Rangers first or do you want to talk about Celtic and Hearts?
Nah, I mean, I don't want to talk about Rangers.
Yes,
I do.
Yeah, look how happy you are, you absolute wanker.
This is the happiest I've been.
Ryan, since you get it tight every single week, you can decide which game we do, mate. When you go.
Do what? Let's start with Rangers. I'll let you take it away.
Start with Rangers.
You start. You
choosing Rangers first. Similar, Ryan.
I choose Celtic
first. You chose the Rangers.
Let's. Who was the only person that got predictions right? Who was the only person that says it'll be a Celtic and Aberdeen final last week? Who was the only one?
You said penalties and that. Come on.
Who said Celtic and Aberdeen? Who said?
Wanker. Right, we've got a couple of donations to announce. We've got David Blue for Game Tips 199 says Betfred Cup is a Diddy Cup. Agreed, mate. We didn't even want to win it. It's fine.
That's why they played their second string.
And he also chips in another 189. David, simmer down, son. You're fine. Thank you very much, though. He says Ryan is a specky tube. So that was all that. Ryan, it was in the comment. I had to read it. He donated.
I know.
As long as nobody's donating 79p.
Yeah, they 79p's this week.
Yeah, we stay away from 79p's on this show, guys.
Yeah.
You're going to watch the other episodes to know why.
If you know what the 79 pence thing is, you're a channel legend. That's what it truly means. But let's talk about it, right? Div, you put a fan reaction out on your channel. Obviously, put my fan rant out on my channel. Ryan, did you see much of the game? Like, the
only thing that I've seen, the only clip whatsoever is the clip that you sent me today.
You've not seen highlights of it?
No, I've no. I think I've seen the goal actually. I'll tell you why.
Right, Rangers had fucking so many chances. We missed 5 penalties. Sadiq, he was outstanding.
Brilliant, actually. The referee coached Rangers. That's what happened.
That's pretty much what happened. It was never
5 offside goals. It's never been done.
It's never been done before. So obviously that's why me and CJ don't want to really talk about it, Ryan.
Right. So hold on, you need to. I kind of cut out for the call there, and whatever you just said, kind of towards the end, has to be repeated. You just froze for me.
Right, that's great.
Awkward.
So we just kind of gave you an overview of the game.
Right. Well, I'll kind of. I heard the majority.
No, but basically, let's actually talk about it. Eh?
Yeah, let's get
Rangers, the grand scheme of things, got into the right areas, if you like. The final product was absolutely horrendous. That's pretty much what happened. We had 1 shot on target and 15 or 16 shots. It was just, what else can I say, CJ? Honestly, man.
It was honestly I don't know, like, see if you watch the Spartak game, how many times we got close and how many times we done a delicious cross, but no one was there. It was one of the games, Ryan, right? We would get into the position, right? We would deliver the cross, and no one was there. Remember what you were talking about a couple of weeks ago against St Mirren? You were like, they keep making the chances. No one's there to take them.
It's the same every time Celtic play in Europe. We just cross the ball beautifully, maybe.
Well, we were doing that, but we were doing really shit crosses as well.
We were doing a lot of shit crosses.
Just bad.
Tavernier had about 15 corners and about 10 free kicks. Yeah. Every single time, it was either hitting the first man or everyone was running to the front post and it was going to the back post. It was that ludicrous. There was even a point in the game where Tav, I think, was pleading with Kent to hit it. So Kent followed them over and they done this shitty shot corner that also failed. I think in this situation, somebody just had to say to Tav, look, it's not your day. And if a player in the park's not going to say that, I think it should have been the manager. Tav, come off them. Do you know what I mean? We know what you can do, but you're just not doing it today, and you haven't been doing it in the last 2 games. So just get it to Kent, get it to Candace, or maybe not Candace. Maybe no Candace. Maybe no him. Just get it somebody, Goldson or something.
See, perfectly sum up the game, Ryan. Aberdeen scored in the 79th minute. We got a free kick in the 81st, right, with the crowd rapturous. 40 yards out, you're thinking, Tav, delivery, put it in the box, just make something happen. See what Aberdeen's got. Tav hit it right out of play. Overhit it right out.
That's beautiful. Truly beautiful.
It was just shit. And can we talk about the dive, Ryan? Because can we talk about the dive?
That's the one clip that I've seen, apart from maybe the goal as well. So the dive, I mean,
what was your thoughts?
I was going to ask your thoughts first. I was it's for me. I think, to be honest, I think the referee has made the right decision. I think that it's it's the way Joe Lewis comes out, and then I know there's kind of a slight bit of contact. Who's the Aberdeen defender chasing him down at the point?
He's kind of put his arm on him. There's literally contact. Nothing.
There's nothing there, though. And then it's a horrendous. The referee's in a perfect position.
It's disgusting, and
the only thing that was setting any doubt in my mind was the fact that there could have been potential contact with the defender with the arm, but it's not enough. The dive was the dive.
I would say give him a ban. I would say give him a ban, but I can't see him ever putting on a Rangers jersey again for the senior squad. The only reason that he was playing was because Morelos and Lafferty couldn't play. And see, to be perfectly honest, I thought he was having the worst game, because not everybody was actually playing well. He done a few things nice. He was constantly caught offside, which maybe was inexperience, and then towards the end when he was getting caught offside, maybe his fitness, because he's literally played fuck all. But for a striker to be put through and go, take the ball past the goalkeeper, all he needs to do is either pass it into the net or lay it off to Middleton. And for him to have it in his mind that he's going to dive, complete shite bag.
That's what it was. He shot it. And the thing with the dive, because I've seen some, I wouldn't say, I think 99.9% of people knows it's a dive, but I've seen some people saying it's the way he shoves them. He dived because his feet kick up for no reason, and he tries to kick Lewis to make it look like a penalty. The boy absolutely shot it, and he'll never ever play for Rangers again, ever. Even if there's a fire.
I've never seen him play like that shit.
Oh shit!
He wasn't really that shit. Do you know what I mean?
He was offside more than he was on.
He was, mate.
That sounds like Morelos to me, if you ask me.
He does that. I know Morelos, but he's improved this season. So I think that did come down to inexperience, the fitness of the boy. He's no drilled with the team. To me, it looked like the team never trusted him, so they weren't really giving him the ball either. And the delivery to him. Do you know what I mean? See, if he never dived, I'd have probably felt sorry for him at the end of the game, because I just thought the fucking delivery was that poor. Honestly, but that dive, I can't stick up for the guy.
The one thing I would say is the one time we actually done a decent cross, Steve. I think it was Kent actually crossed it in. He went like that, and I was like, he's going to score it, and he went like that. I went no the first half. The second half, mine he completely missed the ball, and it went into his shoulder. Okay. So that one, if you're on loan for Roma, if you're on loan for Cowden Beef, you've made contact with that. Because it's there.
We see this all the time. We see this all the time. Boys coming for these teams like your Romas, like your Chelseas, with maybe Masonda last year for Celtic.
I was going to say this sounds a lot like Masonda.
And they're not as good as what they think. Do you know what I mean? They're getting given all these thousands of pounds at under 18s level, and they're bouncing into training with their Gucci bags and their Audis and that, and they've did fuck all in senior football.
You He
you know what I mean? So
honestly, he missed the car.
There's players who you could. There's players that you could
constantly just pressing the brake. Can't move.
Okay.
You could. There's plenty of players you could sign for Scotland who would do a better job. Let's be honest. Like within the Scottish league. I mean, you could probably get Stevie McLean could probably do a better job in this.
Zach Rudden, who's on loan, would do a better job.
Hardly.
Andy Dallas, who a lot of people always want to play. He's a young striker for the Rangers youth. Tom was talking about as the next step up. Rangers obviously playing the youth game versus Aberdeen. He scored 2 goals against them. I'm like, he'd have been better. It's just one of these games where I'd love to come here and blame the ref or say, oh, they were really, really lucky. Aberdeen had a game plan. They went sit deep, defend, frustrate, and try and nick a goal. They sat deep, defended well, and they nicked a goal.
That's the other thing. You've got to look at it from the other side as well. And this is really big for Aberdeen's season.
Massive, yeah.
Like if they can go now, and I'm confident, and we'll come on to Celtic, obviously. I'm confident Celtic will go into the final and win the game. But I mean, Aberdeen, if they can, you know, the way your season's been, you know,
they're going to try and frustrate you again. That's exactly what Aberdeen will try and do in the final. That's they're just going to try and hold on and just, you know. So we'll see how the form is going into that, but I fully expect Celtic to wipe the floor with them.
Let's hope
so. That McGinn might be the only thing that's maybe offers Celtic anything to worry about, because I thought every time he got the ball, him and Mackay Stephen, they look dangerous whenever they get the ball.
That's what I thought getting into the game. Like, those two were the main danger men. You know what I mean? Obviously, they have quite a good back line. They have a good goalie. But going forward, I thought that's where they would struggle to score goals. Mackay Stevens and McGinn are like all they've got, and then Ferguson popped up with the goal. So it came through a set piece. Would they have scored in open play? I don't know. They never really caused as much problems. But then they did score, so we need to live with it.
I just want to say as well, I was very, very disappointed in watching James Wilson, who's obviously on loan for Man United. I was really expecting. Remember we talked about this a few weeks ago, Ryan. And I was like looking forward to seeing him play because you hear so much.
No, we were both saying, oh, he'll score, 10 at least, and blah, he'll get scoring, he's got a good player, he's yet to offer anything, really.
No, he wasn't strong enough to hold the ball up, he wasn't quick enough to get in behind, it was a weird one. I like him because he's meant to be a really nice laddie behind the scenes, so it's disappointing to see him play so poorly, but anyway, Aberdeen got obviously the winner through a set piece. Galton doesn't get off the ground and they just bang it in, and then Sadiq obviously dives. So that's how the game actually ended. You saw how much fury Gerrard put into that post-match interview where he said, didn't blame anybody else. It was me. I shouldn't have played Morelos versus Ayer. That's my regret, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of the way it went, Ryan. So you can have your fun. Enjoy it.
Beautiful.
See, be honest with you. Would you, that thing missing for the final now? Surely you'd wanted to have made it.
Right. I'll give my honest thoughts. My thoughts, days before, I'd say a day before, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? I want an Old Firm final because we've dodged it for the last 2 years and it'll be interesting. Then, as soon as the Celtic game finished and I'm walking at the stadium, first thing that crossed my mind is I hope Aberdeen fucking pump them with it. I want to see them go out.
Because Aberdeen would be like, he's just beat Aberdeen all the time.
No, I suppose we've beat them.
I can't you beat us the new all the time.
I know. That's a bit fucking used mail. But alhamdulillah.
Fuck you, Ryan,
but, no, you know what? It's a goal because I feel like the atmosphere and that is a lot better when it's a derby final and such. But I'm not going to complain at the end of the day. We're still going at a Scottish. The question is that Rangers trophy hopes done for this? Do you think you can win the Scottish Cup? Do you think you can win the league still? Do you think you still get something?
We can do something in the Scottish Cup. It can have a competition, and if we can go on with a full strength team, I still think that we can give anybody a game in the league. But it's yet to be proven, and we've yet to turn up. So we'll see.
I think, again, this is just obviously like all ifs and maybes, but I think if you put Lafferty or you put Morelos in that squad, I think the game plan's different. I think the entire thing's a different result. We basically played with nobody up front once again. I guess that, but we basically played with 10 men.
I know the feeling at Sam Dales last year, where they fucking Griffiths, Dembele and Edouard were all out.
I remember you saying that.
God knows who. So, I know the feeling.
I'm still confident. I think we'll still win a title or a trophy.
I think we'll win a trophy, but you played Sinclair, didn't you? You played a false 9 when that happened.
Aye.
And that's what I wanted yesterday, and I was fully expecting it because Sadiq, you're thinking if he's going to start, he's going to get at least 30 minutes in a previous game, but he never. He was just thrown right in at the deep end. I was thinking that Kent was going to be playing as a false number 9, and I wanted Middleton to start left mid, but I thought it would be a flip of a coin between him and Grezda. Yeah. But then for Sadiq to be the one starting,
everyone knew. I said in my video, if you play a meme, he's going to play like a meme, and that's what it was. At the end of the day, everyone was laughing at him, like, you know what I mean, because he fucking dives. So anyway, that's the Rangers game I was sort of discuss, because I'm starting to feel the old burning rage coming back. There it is. Starting to rip my hair out the back. Fucking so let's just take a breather and talk about the other game, because to be honest with you, I really was disappointed in Hearts, because Hearts got kind of turned over. That wasn't the Hearts I was expecting to turn up to a semi-final.
I don't know if it's because Naismith had to go off early, and that would probably change the game massively. But they done nothing. They didn't attack a game. I don't remember them going. I don't remember sitting there one time during the whole game. Granted, the first half was a bit flat on both sides. I'd say, but
cancelled each other out. Sorry,
but like just throughout the whole 90 minutes, just sitting there thinking, wow, they're really top of the league. Like, this team are top of the league. This is meant to be the best team in the country statistically at the minute, and no, they were absolutely shite. I was quite shocked.
Well, I'm not taking anything away from Celtic, because I watched the game and I thought in the second half they thoroughly deserved it. I didn't see Hearts getting anything from it. First half, I agree with you. It was totally flat. Do you know what I mean? There was a few injuries. The boy for Celtic got injured. Naismith got injured, and I'm thinking in that first half, if nobody steps up for Hearts and gets in the faces of Celtic and kicks Celtic, blah, 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 which Naismith usually does, nobody else in the Hearts team is going to do that. So that's what happened. Celtic got the momentum in the second half, got their goal, and there was just no coming back for that. And he just walked right over the top of them.
Yep, fantastic performance assigned.
See the point you make about Naismith, that's really good, because I think when you've looked at how Hearts have beaten him before, Naismith's getting in people's faces, he's tackling them behind. He's annoying them. And even laugh at it as well. That's why Hearts have been able to beat Celtic, because they've got the characters to get in their face. They didn't shy away, and they get in their heads. But after Naismith went off, it just looked like Hearts were like, let's play to extra time pens.
That's the way I thought it was going. If they're the first half, I was sitting there and the thoughts running through my head were, this is going to be one of these games. We're going to just hold on, doing nothing. And it's either going to end in disaster with them scoring a late goal, or we're going to find ourselves playing penalties, which would be nightmarish. So I'm glad we did get a finger at the second, quite simply put.
So if you don't know already, Celtic obviously won 3-0. The first goal was a penalty. Do you think it was a penalty? Want to sum it round, Div? Yes or no for you? Sutton and Stuart was arguing in the commentary. I don't know if he's heard it, but I've seen some clips on Twitter. It's funny.
He's a bit of a moron, isn't he?
He's fucking full on arguing with him. I'm like,
he was
talking, Michael Stewart, that's the thing.
He was still talking about the penalty, in at full time. And I just thought it was a penalty. I don't think that the guy needed to commit, even if it was soft. I don't think he needed to do anything. Christie was going away for goal, and he's just stuck a little right out. Even if it was minimal contact, I think it was a penalty. And Sinclair steps up, hits it. Will he regain form? Hopefully no.
No, hopefully.
But step up with probably confidence issues and slot it in. That was annoying, because he's probably going to get some confidence for that.
See, I hope so. Is he? I mean, this is a guy who we all seen what he done this first season, and then it's just kind of slowly dipped away. But like, the thing is, I feel like there's been so many times throughout the last even year where Sinclair stepped up and he scored a goal, and every Celtic fans turned around and went, that's him back. This is the confidence he's needed. Then he's been shite again for weeks. So I hope it's not the same thing.
Well, didn't he? A back heel the other week.
Aye.
So,
and after that, we never really seen anything from the next couple of appearances he had. And I remember he scored a goal against Athens, which I thought, right, that might help him. No, didn't help him really. Didn't see it. And so hopefully this time it is. But at the end of the day, is he going to get into the starting 11? It's difficult for him at this point because of how, inconsistent he's been over the last year. It's hard for him to just get into the starting 11, never mind anything else.
He's done that for his entire career, though. You look at it, he had one good season with Swansea, went off the boil. He had half a good season versus with Aston Villa, because one of my pals, Stevens, a massive Villa fan, he moved in there and he was like, this guy's unbelievable. Then he fucking just died off. He seems to do that he has that one good season, and then he gets linked to going back to here and here and here. Maybe I don't know what goes with him. Then he lingers about till his contract runs in. Then he leaves for basically nothing as well.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be like one of those players for me, for the outside looking in, right? if you just look at the score sheet, he would sometimes be on the score sheet. Do you know what I mean? So you would automatically assume, oh, he's playing well in that. But it's not, you actually watch him, he's no offering anything at all.
Aye, because even like these last few goals for Celtic have all been relatively lucky. To be honest, they've all just been kind of tap-ins, penalties, stuff like that. So he needs a big performance. He needs a big 2016-17 performance. That's what he needs.
I always get like really protective when somebody says about pens because you can like that's the one thing I'm good at in my life. I'm like, we've just talked about so many missed penalties this week. Penalties are hard to score.
I'm not denying they're hard to score, but I mean when you're scoring one penalty and then you're doing nothing else for the rest of the game, it shouldn't sum up the performance in a whole.
Explains why I failed as a footballer.
Aye, exactly. That's pretty much it. I mean, you're fucking better than me, so.
Just in your opinion, was that a penalty then? Because we were doing a round up at the penalty.
I would say it's a penalty. Yep.
Me, first, to be honest, and I'm not just in this to be like biased to Rangers. I was going back and forth because I watched it and I was like, right, is there enough contact? But there is still contact. And what we talked about with the Morelos penalty versus Hamilton, there's contacts in the box. It's going to be a penalty, isn't it?
This is
so needless.
I'm finding this such an unbelievable podcast. So in the same one, we've had me getting to celebrate a Celtic win, me getting to celebrate Rangers being knocked at the cup, and you have said it wasn't a Rangers penalty and it was a Celtic penalty. This is unbelievable.
To be fair, though, Sadiq fucking dived out his nut. Saw a swimming pool, the wee pussy.
Aye, that's quite true. Dived.
Shut it.
Right into it.
Right, let's talk about the second goal because that was about as disaster as this podcast is. That was just shit. What the hell did the goalie have Celtic on? Like, what was going on there? He just threw it in.
God knows. God knows.
I'd be investigating his bank account to see if there's any bids.
He's actually had a good season up until that. I don't have a clue what he's doing. And even in the first half, he made a good second half when they were getting beaten 3-0, he made a good save. So what on earth he's thinking there?
Jesus. It's a really slow shot. Straight out.
I think it was Rogic that had it, and I know he's getting good week, but it was a fucking pass back.
I think it was that point of the game where Celtic were really climbing into the game and getting a wee bit more momentum and putting the pressure on Hearts a bit. I think it was just all adding up for him, and he was shite himself. And he's just made an error, and things have happened and led to a goal. But it was at that point in the game, it was really the big turning point for Celtic. Like right after the penalty, from that minute on, it was just bombardment. Absolutely, but like we're just getting forward, and Hearts barely seen the ball after that. It was a real turning point in just the whole game for Celtic. It was great, and I mean, granted, it was quite lucky how the second goal failed, but it was nothing short of deserved, to be quite honest.
What was the Hearts defenders doing? Like none of them moved. There's about
once again,
seven Celtic boys ready to tap that in.
I feel like the pressure came up on them.
Yeah, Dave, I never heard you, mate. You completely crashed it there.
It was in, so maybe they just thought like the replay showed that it was actually in.
Oh right, okay.
That's why there was a big debate of whose goal it is, isn't there?
You need to still play the whistle. So
shocking defending, but the third goal, I think there's no ifs or maybes blaming the goalkeeper Ryan Christie. Just finally starting to show his form that he's played for Aberdeen in a Celtic shirt. It was a good goal.
Let's hope this is a turning point for Ryan Christie. I know. Let's hope. Let's hope
not.
Let's hope for the sake of our national team as well, CJ. Think about that. We need national team players, especially with attacking quality.
So far away from the national team.
I know. I've said it. I'm sure I've said it on this podcast as well. I've never been a big fan of Ryan Christie. I've always just felt like he's an Aberdeen quality player. I've always thought that, and I've never. Every time I see starting, like he started on Thursday night, and that's one thing. Obviously, I didn't really bring up. There was one thing I wanted to mention was the fact that it was fantastic to get such an emphatic win after a really disappointing result on Thursday night.
What was the score?
What was the score again?
I wasn't like that wasn't a dig like for me. Like what was it?
2-0.
It was a dig at you, Ryan. I just wanted you to say it.
I hate you so much. I hate you.
God,
after such a horrifying performance, to say the least, we offered nothing. And I know there's a big difference between Leipzig and Hearts, right? But at the end of the day,
Hearts are top.
At the end of the day, to come back and get a big win like that, it's good. But Christie, hopefully he proves me wrong, and he does start to perform quite well. Because I've never been a fan of him. I've never thought he's that good.
Let's hope not.
He's coming off a good performance. I don't know why you don't like to see something.
Let's agree to disagree.
Come on, look, this could be the future of your national team we're talking about here.
No, we've not got any future as a national team. We may as well just start cricket up or something. David Bluff tips in $4.99 at the chat. By the way, says loves watching the stream, lads. One of the highlights of my week. Big respect to you boys for making this. Keep up the good work. David.
Was that no David Blythe? You said Bluff.
Did I?
You said Bluff.
I do what I want, mate.
You just kind of pronounce names. Let's be honest.
What Broby? What's I call him? The Bromby.
Oh, I can't even fucking remember what you call him. It's
see the amount of abuse I got for that, by the way. Fucking vicious.
No wonder.
Let's see. Scott Allen. Someone just says in the chat. Is he still a player?
Aye. In the chat, talk about the boy grabbing.
Aye, I was about to say that. Aye.
Celtic boys' balls.
Aye.
I guess, and then the guy just like threw himself to the ground. I thought it was a dive, and then I watched it back, and it was just got a full on like fucking Vinnie Jones Gaza nutsack grab.
Aye.
Fair play. That's my favourite part of the podcast we've ever done so far. Just as God, aye. Where do we go when another man's grabbed another man's setting nuts? Transition that, Craig. There you are. So balls. There was only balls in back of the nets, wasn't there?
All right, Murrayfield. Free. That was a talking point in itself. Murrayfield. Give me a good wee day. Enjoyed it.
That good atmosphere, aye?
I would say so. It really surprised me because I was always thoroughly against the idea of Scotland and these games moving to Murrayfield. But I think, to be honest, apart from the monstrosity that is trying to get a train back in, it was cracking. It was a really good stadium for a game of football. I enjoyed it. And the atmosphere was definitely better than Hampden, I'll tell you that. So, not bad, huh?
Wouldn't it be hard to be a better atmosphere than Hampden? I think that's like, I don't think anybody disputes that Murrayfield's like a better stadium and a better atmosphere. It's just the eventuality that there will be a Rangers and Celtic final, hopefully soon. And for that to potentially happen at Murrayfield, for all there's many fans of Rangers and Celtic for all of Scotland and all of the world, a lot will be travelling from Glasgow. And for them to be travelling along the same motorway, on the same trains, I think the security risk is just too high for that.
That's disaster waiting time.
I've seen one of my favourite comments of the podcast for Curry Muncher. He says, I was convinced that it was going to be free when Hendry came on. And that just tickled me.
I actually called that, but it was actually.
I've actually sort of like my pal. I didn't even realise it was Hendry that was coming on. My pal told me, there's Hendry coming on. I went, fucking hell, blow the whistle. I went, 3 each if I don't get things done now.
What's this? If you love CJ, you'll love CJ live. What's that mean? Like, have I done something wrong? Have I said something stupid? What have I done? Why is everyone laughing in the chat?
I don't get it.
Hopefully everybody's hitting the like button, by the way, as well, to help the show.
Yeah, because it helps other people find the show. That's what
exactly. Smash the like button if you haven't already. I think we're at 53 likes because I've just liked it. Get it to 55.
Let's smash the like buttons if you want Sadiq to leave. That's it.
That's it.
Fucking
exactly.
Smash the like button for the treble. Yes, I'm just getting looked at now. Treble's going to
get done in, mate. Honestly. There we are. So anyway, that's us discussed the Betfred Cup. Do you want to do predictions for next week's SPFL show?
Of course. Why not? Yeah. Saying is it midweek games this week we've got?
It is indeed, mate. It is. So what do we plan on doing?
Are we going to predict 12 games?
No. I was meaning like maybe we could do another show midweek.
We could.
The day after. Is that Thursday? It's fancy it, boys.
Well, I'm working.
Oh, for God's sake.
Where are you working, Ryan?
I'm off on Friday now.
I know.
Do you want us to come in and just live stream while you're working?
If you want, that's fine. Do that.
Get us a packet of Ryan,
I will do.
Right, let's do the predictions anyway, right? Because it's actually some pretty damn good games, if I'm honest with you. We've obviously got the Edinburgh Derby. Do you want to start there, boys? Hearts versus Hibs.
I want to write down my predictions so that I can come back and look and see that I've won again.
Absolute prick.
I don't even know what I put as my score predictions for last week, but all I know is I said Aberdeen Celtic final, and it's an Aberdeen Celtic final.
You've said that, mate. You've said that. But what about the games in midweek? All right, let's just forget about whatever happened at the weekend.
Right, okay, Hibs and Hearts. We're going for here.
Hibs and Hearts. Let's do it. Ryan, write yours down as well for you, son. Nice handwriting. Ain't that fucking bit.
Have I write yours as well?
Aye.
Jesus. Right, hold on. I'm going to
call me Craig.
Man.
Right, do this nice and organised. Right. Tell me your scores. Here. Tell me your scores.
Right, Hearts versus Hibs, Dev. What you thinking? I want the people to get involved in the comment section below as well, because we will be reading some of them out.
Hearts at home, obviously, coming off a defeat. If Naismith is still out, I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Hibs.
Ooh.
I think that Hibs will upset. I don't know the saying.
I just seen a £2 donation with Ryan. I hate you. Over.
Oh wait,
Aye.
sorry, I missed
Just
that.
keep sending him out, guys. If you hate Ryan, just keep coming with him. But I think Hibs will take it, but you never know.
I'm seeing everyone's opinion just now. Ryan, before we 5 years, some people saying 3-2 Hearts, 3-1 Hibs, 2-0 Hibs, 7-0 Hibs. Jesus, what the people are siding with Hibs so far. Me personally, I believe it's going to be a score draw. I'll go one each.
One each. No bad. Myself, usually I always going back the Highbies. So do you know what I'm going to stick with? Yes.
Do the joke about them being this in the top?
Nah, that's it. Nah.
Go do it. Go say they're going to finish second.
No, I'm not saying it. I might say it accidentally in the next 10 minutes. We'll see. Yeah. I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Hibs as well, same as Div.
CJ?
I went a score draw, mate, one each. I think Hearts will make sure they will not lose this game, especially with the disappointment of the semi-final loss. It's all depending on Naismith. And if he's out for a long time, that's just fucking harsh on them because they've lost Suter, they've lost Berra.
Mm-hmm. They've missed so many players. Right.
Moving on to the next game, we've got Rangers versus Kelly. This one's going to be a tasty game. Obviously, I'm not going to take part in this because that's all my content, so you're not getting it here today. It's hurt me, this. I can never get involved. Div, on you go, son.
I'm going to go for a good bounce back win for Rangers. I'm hoping for a good response in the first half to be out of sight. But to be safe, I'm going to go 3-1 and I'll give them a goal. I want to say 3-0. I say 3-0 for the Aberdeen game, but we'll just get over that. So I'm going to go 3-1 Rangers. Hopefully to be out of sight within the first half.
Sadiq to start?
Sadiq to be as far away from Ibra as possible. What was that?
Ibra as possible.
I don't even know what that was a combination.
I said the first word wrong, and then I just thought, right, just commit to this, mate. Nobody will notice.
I'll just edit it out, mate. You're fine. It's not as if
exactly.
Nah, it's not live.
Right.
Well, Kelly obviously coming off the back of dropping points to Hamilton, and the Rangers coming off the back to a fantastic result of the weekend.
Right.
So I'm going
to got a face I would never stop teabagging. Like honestly, I'd never lose. I would just constantly smile as I've done it.
I feel the same way.
Right
not about my
stick to it.
I'm going to say one each for this game. Try not to get biased, right? But he's got beat at the weekend, so fuck it.
Did you say one each?
One each.
You're not getting invited back. Right, moving on in there. Let's see what some people's got to say about the Rangers game. Billy Casey is 4-0 to the Famous. Higher 11 says 3-0 to Rangers. K-Rob 1989 says Kelly good scoring away. Yes, they are. I'm sure they'll probably get a goal. Roy Crawford says 3-1 Rangers. Hugo Lloris. 2-1 to Rangers.
Right, Hugo.
He loves it, apparently. He fucking always running off his line, letting goals in, just to get to watch the show. Prick. So anyway, that's it. Let's move on to the next team. I've got Dundee versus... I'll start with this one. I'll give my prediction. I think that'll be Celtic 4, Dundee 0. Just pump.
Fair play. I'm glad you're actually being realistic this week. So
Hearts are top of the league. All right, they had a chance there to get to a final. I don't care. Right, Celtic 4, Dundee 0. So I'll go. I need some points back. I'm being bad this season.
I'll go for Celtic 5, Dundee 0. Dundee are just a shit show.
You're more optimistic than me because I'm going to go for Celtic 3, Dundee 0. Don't think we'll score as many goals.
We're going to do like a Gogsy then, go like, Dundee 3, Celtic 0.
No, I don't worry. No, I'm not that pessimistic, right?
Pessimistic. Let's see what the people's got to say. Mark says 5-0 to Dundee. Andy Brown says 5-0 Celtic. Andy D says 6-0 Celtic. Andy Taker 5-1 Dundee. 12-0 Celtic. Come from twos. Yeah. Blue Ranger says 3-2 Dundee. And Chaos Moth says, who cares? Brilliant. Thanks for chipping that in there, son. Thanks for getting involved.
That's a good. I'll write that one down, Justin.
Who cares? I believe it is. That's it. See how he gets on. David Blue also tips in another one, and mate, you need to stop yourself. He says Sadiq or Hendry, who's better? Who's better, Sadiq or Hendry?
Oh, who's better, Sadiq? I've never seen Sadiq play in my life.
You didn't want it.
I'm going to go for Hendry.
I'm going to go for Dalsio.
I'd rather have
go
Nain
for
and just play with
Marvin
10
Comper.
men.
Cool.
Right, moving on to the next game. Livingston, they sort of surprised the Leicester of this season, for honest with you. Continue talking about this. They just continue to defy odds. Leicester versus St Johnstone, who just picked up and got a good result.
Did you mean to say Leicester versus St Johnstone there?
Livingston versus St Johnstone.
But you said Leicester versus St Johnstone after you were talking about the you were going like that, oh, the Leicester did look like blah blah blah, and I went Leicester versus St Johnstone.
Shut the fuck up, Ryan, alright?
I just love pointing out flaws in you.
I mean, there's too many of them. Like, where can we go? Right, Livingston versus St Johnstone. Also, we're also looking for a new host for next week, so if you want to get involved, just post your CVs in the comment section below. Just need to be better than Ryan, which isn't very hard. So, Livingston, St Johnstone, who we fancying? Devaniel.
I'm going to go for a score draw, 1 each.
Wow.
Aye, I think
Really?
that. St Johnstone have been playing well in the last 2 games. Livingston, eventually, I think I've got to slow up, aren't they? So I'm just going to go 1.
You never know. That's what they all said about Leicester, wasn't it?
My predictions are absolutely horrible.
Give up feeling, mate. Me and you're really letting the side down. Like, our predictions are dog meat, isn't it?
Absolutely terrible, mate. Honestly, I've had up my life. So just
Right,
don't say me. Don't know what I'm talking about. Unsubscribe to me.
Matthew just went back under 10k. You're like, Ryan?
I'm going to go for a Livingston win. I believe they'll keep it up, and they're at home. I just feel like it's difficult for teams to play on that Livingston Park. So I'm going to go.
I'm really trying to get him to say Leicester there so bad.
I'm going to say 2-0 Livingston.
I'll go. I'm thinking score draw, but I don't like to try and pick someone else. I'll go 1-0 Livingston. Go with that.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a tight game, but set piece as well. I'm going to call it a set piece because they're set.
Who's going to score? Come on, give us it. I know you're going to say.
Pocket.
Aye, of course.
I love the man. He's the Livingston lad that's coming back in January. No, he's coming back in June. Book it. Free transfer to Rangers.
Yeah,
he's back. We'll put him up front for the next semi-final.
Time for game of the weekend then.
What's that?
Is it time for game of the weekend? As in the sense that the next game to predict, it looks an absolute topper.
St Mirren versus Motherwell.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, by the way,
goals.
We should sign Louis Moult.
We should do.
How's he even doing at Preston nowadays?
I think he scored 3 in his last 4 or something I've seen on Twitter. He started scoring a game, which is annoying because I've wanted his value to be ducked by January, but bastard started to score, eh?
What's the other game in? Motherwell and who?
St Mirren.
St Mirren's at home.
Aye, St Mirren.
Oh my God, man. Not an each.
Yeah.
Jump in nicely.
I predict turning the TV off, no watching it. So I can predict. If you want a goal, I'll go 1-0 St Mirren because I just like to see Motherwell lose at this point.
I predict Gogsy crying in the stands.
He does that every week. Loves it. And his banana bread just filling the
The amount of times at uni today I passed people selling banana bread, and every time I passed, I just thought, Gordon. Every time I passed Gordon.
You gave his real name out. What the hell?
Oh, Jesus, everybody knows. His name's on bloody. Everybody on Twitter, his name is Gordon.
Is his name Gordon?
Aye.
They're just following.
Just let's read out some people's opinion. Roy Crawford says 0-0.
I haven't even gave my fucking opinion yet.
Yeah, that's the way we do it. Someone said 4-1 to Motherwell, by the way, and he says, dare you to put this in? No. We're not putting that. Right, Ryan, on you go, mate. It's all about you, innit?
I'm going to go for a 1-0 score draw.
Score draw.
Aye.
Goal scorer? try to pick one out, those bad boys. Be on the spot there, son. Who's scoring? Come on, then.
I go for it.
Stephen Cragen from Motherwell. Fuck knows. Honestly.
Man.
Then I get this on Sports Scene Days, boy.
I think we'd be a better job Michael Stewart and whoever managed it. Kevin Thompson.
We're basically just arguing each other anyway. Right, next game is annoyingly Aberdeen. We're going to talk about Aberdeen versus Hamilton.
AJ, man.
What?
I can't take it, mate.
Okay, it's sore, isn't it? Right, Aberdeen, Hamilton. What are we thinking?
Not an each.
No, mate, we can't have them fucking draw against Hamilton. Not make us look even worse.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
1-0 Hamilton. Boyd for the goal.
Big Boyd.
Oh, he's been sent off.
He was sent off in the last one.
I do my homework.
Sometimes.
Shane Dawson.
I do my homework, but I don't know another Hamilton player, so I can't really give you a goal scorer.
I've got no, he doesn't even play for Hamilton anymore, can he? No.
Douglas Imries.
Big. He's known for banging them in. He loves it.
What age is he again?
At least 45.
Probably complimenting them as well.
Exactly.
Oh, right. So you're generally saying 1-0 Hamilton for right this, didn't you?
No, I'll go no.
No, wow.
I'll go Aberdeen 3, Hamilton 1.
I'm gonna go for Aberdeen 4, Hamilton 0.
Jesus Christ! Right, I'll go Hamilton. Hamilton 0, Aberdeen 0.
You wanted to say that. What's wrong with you?
I did 3 times.
I was trying to change it, right? But then I thought, fuck you, Aberdeen.
I like he led us into like a conversation, right? This time, boys, right? Seriously,
I
no.
thought you were going to actually be serious and say that. Hamilton 0, Aberdeen 3. I was waiting to write it down. They went no. What was that?
Right. Blue Ranger says Aberdeen 3, Hamilton 1. Scotty99 says 2-0 to Aberdeen. Ross Moran says sociopaths. Brilliant. Beans and Peta goes 100-0 to Aberdeen. And Hugo Lirius, he's back in the mix. He says 2-0 Aberdeen.
Oh, can we go back again for another pronunciation there? What did you say? Beans and Peta?
Peta.
I thought you said Peta, like Peta. Yeah, you said that right. Sorry, I thought you said Peta.
He's the Falkirk, mate. Just let him off.
Ken, what I mean?
Oh no, don't give us that fish.
Mate, you started to say that. I think what you're laughing at. We hung about like 3 days in a row, and you starting to fucking drop Ken into conversations.
He's a liar.
He did.
I can't do that to a Glasgow man.
Did it once for a joke, right?
Nah, you never mind. In that time in Nando's, you're hitting Ken's out the building.
Ken, fuck off.
Ken, what I mean? So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Ken in the comments, bro. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is going to be the sort of end. We've only got to pick goal of the week, by the way. If you want to do that quickly.
I just want to end this. All right.
Goal of the week. Goal of the week. God.
Dougie Imrie.
He loves it. Fucking loves it, Imrie. Loves a goal.
It was a bit like a bit.
Phenomenal goal. Ryan?
I'm going to give it to Ryan Christie.
Yeah.
Aye. Oh, it's a toss-up between him or Aberdeen's goal, of course.
Aye. Who scored that?
Is it not that Ferguson one?
Bastard, I thought you were
I get it right round, Jay.
My goal of the week is going to be Sadiq's 82nd minute equaliser when he rounded the goalkeeper, tapped it in. That is going to be my goal because I'm extremely deluded as a red light just appears on Ryan's face for no reason.
That's right. Fucking Mike Miles, listen to him.
Fucking Mike Myers was that? I just thumbs up.
No, we have to end this. We need to go now.
That's going to be the end of the podcast. Also, Beans and Pata, by the way, just 199 says Mon the Dons, Pingu and Ryan 118.
Yeah. Can't wait. Good to be final setup for this, you know. Neat, lovely day at Hampden. I
just want to shout out Hugo Lloris just put, I'm supposed to be playing Man City now. I like his commitment to the character. Well done, Hugo. Well done. So that's going to be the end of the podcast. If you want to tell them where they can find you, we'll start with you, Ryan. Where can they find you on the internet?
I was kind of broken for getting ignored what I was going to say there, but now you can find me at Ryan Mulroney on YouTube or at Twitter at Ryan Stephen F. Yeah, right.
I'm just laughing at Adam Oliver's comment to Hugo Lloris. But Div, when you go, mate, where can they find you on the internet?
I want you to tell me first what it said.
No, I was just, I'll tell you off stream. All
right. So if you want to find me online, youtube.com/sharpdiv. If you want to find me in person, I'll be in the darkest, deepest known to mankind.
I thought you were going to tell me your address. Just be like, you just want to come round, couple of drinks, I'll be at... Go, Div? Fill it in. Div? Is it Div Crest? Or is it just is it a mimic? And I've obviously been CJ over 82. Thank you so much for watching this week's SPFL show. We will be back probably midweek. So yeah, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.